Hold on, where you going? Where you going? Hold on, where you going? Where you going? Baby, stay. Time has changed us so in every way. Beyond our dreams and more, the stars are not aligned. Let's say farewell another million times. Hold on, sun, reflect every side of you and better yet. But you never knew. Let's break a million times. Reflections in the light. Hold on, where you going? Where you going? Hold on, where you going? Where you going? In a life we live many lives, go astray oh so many times. Farewell in the millions, broken hearts in the billions. Always real, no regrets, so the pain will heal. Please accept I was standing still. I wish you happiness, joy, good fortune, boy. Hold on before you go. One thing that you should know, I never meant to hurt you so. I wish you happiness, joy, good fortune, boy. Hold on. Hold
Being in the game, as selfishly as that sounds, like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And you know, working on playlists and so many different elements of the game that you can appreciate.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Thank you very much, Kevin. As Coach Monty Williams tells it of Devin Booker, he's a bucket. Devin can score on many levels. Post up, mid-range, catch and shoot, off the dribble. More than anything, he'll take the wins over stats every time. And that's what I love about him. He's just scratching the surface. Kevin?
He sure is, David. Great report, thanks. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. And for the Nets, the post pair, Durant along with Griffin. Harden out there with Mills, and it's Bembry in at the 3 slot. Early on here, Greg, we already see some second-year players looking much improved over their rookie seasons.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game. And I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year.
Here's Crowder, and it's sent back by KD. And that one's good, Ayton. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the two games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
And here's Harden following the three from Chris Paul. KD finds Mills. Rejected by Crowder. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Harden. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Remarkable consistency from me. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
And stolen by Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Tipped away. And stolen by Ayton. Drives to the hoop. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on.
Oh! Wait. Now how about Booker going high up for the dunk?
And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Now here's Mills. Boy, he was something else against Boston. And the rejection by Ayton. Ball against Harden. Fires from deep. A shot by Paul, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
And Chris Paul, still a great defender. Fantastic positioning.
Well, not only the positioning, but if you watch Chris Paul, he's calling out every option of every play that every offense is running in the NBA. That kind of intelligence gives the rest of his group incredible confidence. And from the very beginning, Chris Paul has been one of the most disruptive point guards defensively the league has ever seen.
Now here's Harden. After the miss from KD, Harden's shot is good. Harden against Paul. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeAndre Bembry. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Griffin's got 6 points.
This is confidence shown in Blake Griffin's ability to handle the rock. Nice point guard skills there.
Brooklyn foul. James Harden. His first foul. Team second.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
First free throw is good.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work, gets the most out of his teammates, and has done that wherever he's played.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation. And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And the foul called on Blake Griffin.
Team foul.
That's his first foul. Here's Ayton. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Knicks in New York.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds. Guys, can't forget about the fundamentals.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Passes it to Durant. Back to Harden. Nets passing it around. Here's Mills. Rejected by Booker. They get it back. Bembry misses.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And it's sent back by KD.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And taken away by Paul. At the top of the key, Ayton. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Ayton's got 12 in the game.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Griffin. He has 6. With the drive.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Bridges misses in close.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Harden against Booker. Pass to Durant. Clock at 6. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And KD keeping his head up that time, becoming a playmaker.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. 9-point game. And the dunk by Booker.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Harden outside. Bangs home the trifecta. He has 7. Suns leading by 8. The drive by Booker. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Got a piece of it. Now here's Mills. Defended by Booker. And the Nets, another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Driving inside. Paul with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Harden. Griffin trying to get open. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got 9.
And that touch Harden has, making the floater look so effortless coming off his fingertips. Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Inside. And KD throws it down.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
That one goes in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Harden the pass to Durant. Oh, Griffin in position, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yeah, check out the hops on Blake Griffin. Just one of those lethal alley-oop threats in the NBA.
Ayton, good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
And that one drops.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
Brooklyn making some changes. Marcus Aldridge has checked in for Griffin. Johnson comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Carter in for Patty Mills. And the Suns here with a different look. JaVale McGee's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Johnson comes in for Crowder. Landry Shamet's checked in for Devin Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. Here is Carter. Payne's shot is good.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Harden with it. Working on Payne. No one covered.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Now, here's Shamet. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here is Carter. They double-team Johnson. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Here's Shamet. McGee trying to break free. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the score by Phoenix. It's deflected.
More than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length.
And there's Payne. That's good on the assist by Johnson. Payne's got his second bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Aldridge, no one around him. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Man, coaches today love bigs who can do a bit of everything. Well, Marcus Aldridge, how about that range?
Here's Payne trying to get open as Johnson. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Here's Aldridge after the Suns pick up 2. Back to Harden. Aldridge kicks to Harden. And that one, good.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Here's Johnson. Here's McGee. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Suns lead by 13.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Carter with it. Now guarded by Payne. Johnson, wide open, he fires. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
McGee trying to break free. A shot by Johnson, no good. And here's Aldridge, he'll bring it up for the Nets. Here's Carter into the lane, and the lead is down inside single digits. Carter's got 5. 1:25 left here in the first quarter. Stolen by Harden, and here comes the break. Floats one, and it's good on the layup.
And it doesn't take much to get Harden going. His confidence serves as a catalyst for him catching fire.
Here's Payne. McGee trying to break free. Payne can't hit, and the Nets with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Carter kicks to Harden. And the Nets, another 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Shamet. The layup missed. Phoenix leading by 3. Count it.
They are just killing them on the interior.
44 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Aldridge. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And the Nets with possession here. One-on-one here. Johnson finds Payne and denied. He sends it right off the glass. To the middle. And Aldridge slams it in.
Not much that gets sped up in LaMarcus Aldridge's game. Right there, you could see the force that he has.
Johnson left side. A rebound by the Nets. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
Bridges with the steal. DeAndre, he has been the guy making things happen for Phoenix. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And the Suns are an offensive powerhouse. We know that, but as Devin Booker details, no slouches defensively either.
You know, right now, I like the way we're playing defense. You know, I think we have spurts where I say a lot of teams do, where we have 5-10 minutes off where, you know, we're all not clicking, but we've came together and figured it out.
And Greg, you've seen it. Booker individually making strides at the defensive end.
And I'm not sure he'll ever be a stopper. But to be great, you've got to consistently bring the effort and focus.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to try to feed that, get out quick.
Paul Millsap out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Carter. Then it's Harden. And it's Bembry in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
So it's Phoenix now. After the basket by Brooklyn, McGee's shot is off.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And they'll keep possession. Aldridge kicks to Bembry. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Takes it inside. Count it. Payne's got 6.
Well, he passes to the wide-open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Nets trail by 5. They get a hand on it, and we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. One of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Brooklyn making some changes. Durant comes in for DeAndre Bembry, and it's Mills in for James Harden. Paul's checked in for the Suns. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. A nice shot by Carter. And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
The Australian-born Patty Mills, former second-round pick. Who knew Mills would someday win an NBA championship? Well, the Spurs did.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And out the line, shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Mills. So for the Suns, Andre Ayton's checked in for JaVale McGee. Jay Crowder comes in for Johnson. And it's Booker in for Landry Shamet. Both shots good from the stripe.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Booker. Ayton trying to break free. That's good from Booker on the assist by Paul.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And stolen by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He can be an impressive dunker.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing here by 8. And there's the pass to Mills. It's tipped. Millsap looking it over. Kicks to Durant. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. Paul outside. Ayton trying to break free. And Devin Booker again. And now it's a 12-point Suns lead. Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Here's Paul after the basket by Brooklyn. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets.
For your Knicks, Blake Griffin.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And it's in there. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter. And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him. And I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Nets trail by 14. Down low, here's Durant, and KD throws it down.
And Durant still has that flush, just an easy deuce for him.
Booker the pass to Crowder. Good work defensively by Millsap.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Here's Mills. 5 points in the game. Knocked away. Here's Paul. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Nets trail by 14. Now here's Mills. He has 5. And here's Booker. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And now Paul pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Carter outside. And then Durant with the jam.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The drive by Booker. Here's Ayton, and he makes good on the layup. Ayton's got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in.
For York Knicks, James Harden.
Bridges against Durant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his 2nd personal.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
But Durant still has a drive to keep adding something to his game offensively, which should be scary to the rest of the league, but makes him so fun to watch.
And KD drops them both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Paul with the bucket. Paul's got 19 points.
Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
Harden finds Durant. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. On the wing, Booker. Lays it up and off the glass. 20 points for Devin Booker.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
The 3 from Harden. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. James Johnson checked in for Paul Millsap.
For York Knicks, James Johnson.
Here's Mills. He has 5. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Mills has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
And that one, good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Knocked loose. And now the Suns, a fast break. Crowder with the ball. Here's Ayton. Here's Booker. And he gets the bucket. He's got 24.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
And Paul with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Booker.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
It's the Nets now. Inside. Shot's good by Mills. Mills has got 9.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Booker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
His first foul.
That one's on Johnson.
Well, I like when Devin Booker's decisive about forcing the action. It's clear the defense is respecting his ability to score the ball.
Free throw good, Booker. No secret here, Brent. Devin Booker known for his offense, but his defense has come a long way as well.
Yeah, it's so funny when scorers come into the league and they score and people are still critical of them. That's what happened to Devin Booker. And then he realized as the games became bigger and more important how much the defensive end is going to help his team do the things he wants to do. And so he's taken that tune. He's decided to play defense. He's been much better over the course of the last 2 seasons.
Now here's Mills. 9 points in the game so far. And the basket by Harden.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
The drive by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And how about Booker just zipping around the defense and still able to make that J?
Harden with it. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Celtics in Boston.
Well, what helps that out a lot is he got to the free throw line, which was a real game changer. It slowed down the opposition's momentum and made them play to his team style.
Timeout called the Nets. You kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Who wants a t-shirt? Come on. I want to hear you. Who, you, let's go. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets. Your Brooklyn Nets.
Denver's checked in for the Nets. And for the Suns, JaVale McGee's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Now here's Harden. He's got 20. Johnson, the pass to Harden. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Phoenix controlling this game. To the paint. And Griffin sends it back.
Great to see Griffin going hard on the defensive end. Rejections like that are crucial to his development.
Tipped away. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's
what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here's Harden, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. And the foul called on Cameron Payne.
14 foul.
That's his first foul. Here's Bembry. He's guarded by Johnson. Rejected by Crowder.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
McGee, the pass to Payne. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Johnson. That's his second personal. Third
First trip to the line for him here.
Yeah, it's good to see him with this free throw percentage up over 80.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Payne hits them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Ball's knocked loose, stolen by McGee. Here's Booker, and he banks in the layup. Booker's got 36.
That's something about all these turnovers. Right away, you're at a disadvantage defensively.
And here's Harden for 3. Rebound by the Suns.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Trying to get open is Johnson. And there's Booker on the assist from Crowder. Booker's got 38 points. Pass to Mills. He dishes it to Griffin. Back to Mills. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Mills has got 11 points.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
Booker the pass to Crowder. Crafty move. McGee trying to break free. And it's Crowder laying it in.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
The Nets making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in, and the Suns also making a change. Landry Shamet's checked in for Booker. And both free throws good for Mills.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And that one's good, Shamet.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And he gets it to go. He's got 10.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
They get a hand on it. Here's Mills. He's got 13. Passes to Harden. Lets a floater go. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Here's Bembry. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shots good by Mills.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Shamet. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Shamet's got 14 points for the game.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Shots good by Mills.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Shot by Crowder, no good. Pass to Mills. From deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Suns on top, running away with this one. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He had 38 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. Kenny, let's start with you. What do you think about the Suns?
Watching that half, they did a great job in transition. It's so hard to score in the half court when you let the defense settle. So anytime you get a chance, go. You go. Kind of reminds me of being. That's why they call me the Jet. Jack. Get down the court fast as you can. Come on.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seemed to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count. That means taking care of the ball.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On the court for the Suns, Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
And he drives in, and the rejection by Ayton.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Booker with quickness in transition. A guy with that kind of shot getting loose out in the break, that could be trouble.
Ray, you always want DeAndre Ayton to play more aggressively, don't you?
Well, it's when he's at his best, especially when he's down low and using his frame. He's kind of like, you know, this young kid that doesn't realize how big he is, but he's starting to understand how much his size can impact what he can do on both ends of the floor.
Here's Mills. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. It's Harden with the drive. This one for 3, and it's Patty Mills with the 3. Mills has got 21 in the game.
Wow, he's a serious catch-and-shoot threat really every time down the floor. Mills has to be accounted for by the defense.
And it's Mills with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Buries the long-range jumper.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Bridges attacking. Makes it off the glass. Bridges has got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's pretty steady from Bridges. Does not let the contact throw him off one bit.
Harden against Paul. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
The Suns have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his second.
It's going to be on James Harden.
When you guard CP3, you just can't allow him to do whatever he wants. He's just too good.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the Suns call time here.
Timeout.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Paul.
Chris Paul, as a veteran leader, just sets a high standard for the team that he's playing on, and it's really elevated the other guys.
He's off on the second.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
And the Suns miss again. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Embry the pass to Mills. Durant trying to break free. Mills can't hit. And one thing about Griffin and the injuries, Greg, that he went through, he did everything he could to get his body back to where it needed to be.
And he didn't care what it was, yoga, weights, conditioning, you name it, because he knows how important it is to be able to elevate. And Griffin needs to be explosive, and he'll work 24/7 to make sure he is.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Now here's Mills. 24 points for him. That one good for 2. Booker's got 46 points.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Shots good by Mills.
And for a guy who will do whatever it takes to help the team win, Patty doing it on the offensive end and having a huge night.
The drive by Paul, and Durant sends it back. And Durant sends it back. Here's Crowder. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Kevin Durant. That's his second personal. Team second.
For Phoenix, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Crowder. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, It is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Coming in as a second-round pick in 2012, Jay Crowder has earned his spot in the NBA and has been part of some very big-time winning teams. He's gaining that reputation as a hard-nosed defender, and that's what he'll keep.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Ayton's got 20.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Millsap has the open look, and he's good on the three ball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Booker. Here's Bembry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Harden against Paul. Bembry the pass to KD. Just 5 to shoot. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Able to find himself in the mid-range. That's a look that Kevin Durant will settle into.
Trying to get open is Crowder. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 48.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Ayton. 20 points for him. Yep, that one goes in there. Ayton's got 22 points.
And Ayton more and more having these kind of nights from the center position, lighting up the scoreboard.
Carter with it, now guarded by Booker, and the pass to Harden. To the middle. And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got 5 now.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
No good from Booker. The Nets have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Poke loose. Paul with the steal. Booker the pass to Ayton. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. High post, KD. He's against Crowder to the inside. Millsap inside. He's covered by 8. It's good.
Yeah, although undersized, Millsap is a very, very hard worker. Uses his quickness that time.
Right side Crowder. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. The Nets making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Off the inbound pass. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
And Aldridge slams it in.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Ayton. He's got 24. Yep, it counts. Ayton's got 8 here in the quarter.
Ayton showing it could be a problem on other spots on the floor, not just the post.
Poked away. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Brooklyn's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Down low, here's Harden. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 6 assists here tonight.
And that's a nice play. Harden sure knows how to use that body and length inside.
Now here's Ayton. 26 points for him. And Bridges able to finish. Bridges got 9.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Harden the pass to Durant. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
James Johnson's checked in for Paul Millsap. And for the Suns, JaVale McGee's checked in for Bridges. Landry Shamet comes in for Devin Booker, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. Now here is McGee. He has 6. Here's Ayton. Goes back up. In deep, McGee drops it in. 8 points for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his 3rd personal.
And Landry Shamet able to see a couple of different cultures in the early part of his career. And maybe some of that understanding about how guys have succeeded in playing roles is eventually going to help his career along the way.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Shamet. And Phoenix making a change here. Smith has checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Brooklyn's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Knocks it loose. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Brooklyn ball.
Thomas checked in for Brooklyn.
Now into the lineup for your Nets, Cameron Thomas.
It's Aldridge, high post. Over to the left wing. Johnson from outside. No good that time. And Phoenix will come the other way.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Well, that's a staple of Aldridge's game right there. He knows he's got the green light to shoot off the pass.
McGee trying to break free. Johnson can't hit.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
The wide open look for Durant. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. KD's got 16 points. Here's Shamet. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Shamet having a night.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Their ability to rebound and convert those second chance opportunities has been a running theme throughout.
A significant difference here has been the number of points off turnovers that they've gotten.
Mills, who's checked in for the Nets.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
One shot.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. It's Carter, high post. He's got 12. They get a hand on it. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's McGee. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down. Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Pass to Payne. Beyond the arc. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Mills. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. KD against Johnson. Rebounded by the Nets. Aldridge has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside for Durant. Sinks the three-pointer. KD's got 11 in the second half.
Even back at Texas when he was in college, KD would shoot that 3. It would look good the moment it left his hand then. It still does.
Now, here's Shamet. He's got 19.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in.
Blake Griffin.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. They get it back. McGee. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Mills passes to Durant. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And stolen by Payne.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Brooklyn's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Here's Durant, and there's the drive. Banked in off the glass. KD's got 13 points in just this quarter. Here's Shamet. That shot off. Great D that time from Griffin. Here's McGee, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
And so it's Phoenix, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. You've got Carter. Griffin is out there with Edwards. And it's Sharp in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Griffin.
Guarded by McGee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on JaVale McGee. Brent is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, do you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You know, take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care, and you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship.
And so he hits both. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Goes up the baseline. Again, Phoenix.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Oh, come on. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Carter, the pass to Griffin. And Spurs great Tim Duncan, recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room, with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
McGee. And another shot. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his first 2 points of the night.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Sharp. McGee with the block. Shamet with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Here's Smith. The rebound by Sharp. The Nets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Carter finds Griffin. And the rejection by Smith. Here's Shamet. No good off the front iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
For the three. Good on the three-point shot.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Another shot. The offensive rebound goes up again. McGee inside. Missed it, even after all those chances.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Carter, that's good.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Passes it to McGee. Shot from 16. No good that time.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Carter kicks to Edwards. Pass to Griffin. It's over Payne. Griffin can't get it to go in. Here's Shamet. And the Suns miss again.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Blake Griffin. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Phoenix. Elfrid Payton comes in for Payne. Carter against Smith. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards with the stuff.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Here's Hutchison. And the shot is long. The Nets on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. There's the pass to Carter. Carter on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Phoenix calls timeout. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
Thomas checked in for the Nets. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To end the cold streak, the shot by Payton, no good. Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Got a piece of it. Right side, Thomas. Inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here's Payton. They get it again. The shot by Nader, no good. And here are the Nets. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Thomas. And the shot falls short this time.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up. And you can't knock it down.
To the paint. Phoenix calls timeout. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
York Knicks. York Knicks.
something going. And it's Shamet missing.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Now Thomas. Millsap left side. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Thomas gets the bucket.
Good decision-making with the ball in his hands for Paul Millsap. That's a terrific feed.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Over Thomas. Shamet controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Outside Thomas. To the right side. There's the triple. The three-pointer is right on target.
It feels like the other four guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Here's Payton. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Payton's got his first basket of the night.
That is a tough shot. Payton on the pull-up.
Outside Thomas. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Pulls it from 20. Rebound, Brooklyn.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Nader. Over Thomas. Second shot opportunity. Smith, no luck.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And he makes that one.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Here's Payton. Phoenix, no good that time either. Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. And the Nets, another three.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Here's Smith. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Edwards dishes to Millsap. Covered by Payton. It's taken away by Payton. That doesn't go either for Payton. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Payton. Connects on the open J. Payton's got 4 this quarter.
Good show of confidence. Payton looking good, trying his luck from the interior that time.
Pass to Thomas. To the middle. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Payton. And it's off from three-point range. And the rejection by Smith. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Though he can still produce night in and night out, Millsap's intangibles, Brent, may be his most important contribution to his team.
I agree with that. I mean, he's seen a lot of games, had a lot of experience, and just willing to do the little things right now that he knows are going to add up and tally more wins for any team that he's playing on.
Two.
The first one falls. And Greg, the league's in a great place for talent. So many incredible players just entering their primes. You excited where the league is right now headed?
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Guys like Devin Booker and Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the list goes on and on. And a lot of these youngsters carrying their teams to great heights. Impressive to watch.
And so Paul Millsap nails both of them.
Well, hard work pays off, and there might not be a better example if you look that up in the dictionary. There could very well be a picture of Paul Millsap. He's made himself into a star in the NBA.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Devin Booker.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Covered by Peyton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're in front by 22. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Chris Paul.
Yeah, it's his job to keep their offense ticking, and tonight he's earned his keep. He's been able to find open teammates everywhere, feeding the post, creating open jump shots on the perimeter. His passing has been the best element of his game.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. The three ball, and the three ball is good.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Smith on the wing. Edwards defending. Smith's shot is good.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win. Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
And the shot goes in.
I'd like to see this on a nightly basis happen a few more times. He knows he's got to get better at the mid-range jump shot.
Now here's Millsap, and so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Elfrid, first off, congrats on the win. What was the key to getting this one?
Oh, man, we made shots. We did a good job of, just getting to the rim.
Big effort tonight, Elfrid. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.